Hey YouTube, how's it going? We're here. We're back with G-Witch episode 21. Really quick, if you like the video for me, please, I greatly appreciate it. Now, last episode was death. So many people died. Um, so many people died. Some worse than others, more brutally than others, I should say. Um, it was a crazy one. Very emotional deaths, stunning deaths. Basically a school shooting. It was crazy. So let's hop in and let's see. This is one of the last couple of episodes we have left. I don't know what episode we're going to. Is it ending on 22? Is it going to end on 23? Is it going to end on 25? I have no idea. I have no idea how many weeks are left in the season. So if I had to take a guess, can't count Hell's Paradise because Hell Paradise missed a week. Heavenly Delusion is on episode 11. Was this past week or 10? 12, 13. There's 2 weeks left, so this has 2 more episodes. I would guess. I would guess. So this is gonna end on 23. So let's just hop in and let's see what 21 has in store for us. Episode 21. We're gonna get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I lost my screen. Okay, it's back. This is not gonna be good, right? All this death. It's not gonna be good. I wonder how they're gonna handle it. I wonder if they'll frame this as retaliation for what the Ariel did on Earth. Would they do it like that? Suletta. Because I can. Okay, Suletta. Oh, the Gundam info official Twitter tweeted, "You saw what happened in episode 20. Stop shipping them." And below was a pic of Guel and Suletta. Yeah, she's not sitting on the couch. What does that mean, Tintin? I don't understand what that means. If I cared enough about Twitter, I'd go on there and look. I don't have my Twitter account linked. Dude, I go on Twitter for like 3 seconds and I get the hell off of it. And I remember why I never go on there. I hate Twitter with a burning passion. That's not right. Yeah, that's not right at all. Who are you? Oh, she's alive. Oh, wow, she's alive. Okay. He's not going to he's not going to want to talk to you. Yep. Miorine was voted as president. She won the what's his face? Was it the election? She bit off more than she could chew. She bit off more than she could chew. And now she's not taking it the best. Not many people would. Yeah, he doesn't want to wrap them up in this. They take a charge for that boy, though. We know that. She struck a deal with the devil she didn't understand. And got used. Eat the tomato. It's food. Right? Don't complain about food. Then someone gives you food and then you're like, what is it? Eat the damn food. I don't dislike tomatoes, but you know how rough on times I have to be to just eat a tomato like that? Nice. Weird. Their voices sound weird right there. Sounds like distorted. That's if they let you go, right? With tensions high, they could just choose to scapegoat anybody. You did the right thing. I can't be mad at him for doing what he did. I can't. I definitely thought she was dead a long time ago, though. Doesn't mean it can't still happen. Not that I want it to happen. Don't misconstrue that. Mm-hmm. Where's Lola at? What a yeah, and all right. Like just because my mama went off and did something don't mean I did it. Hmm. Excuse me. Oh, they announced it. They announced it. Whoa. 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 Oh. He's got a big head. Sorry. That dude's head was big. Holy crap. Oh, snap. And then condemn the Bennett group. Can you imagine getting a new president for the group that's inexperienced to deal with this issue right now? School's been attacked. Relations on Earth are trash. That girl wasn't trying to listen to her dad. He knows exactly what that means. That's the point. He can take that, right? That man can handle the burden of that. Hmm. This man. This man. Hmm. She gonna drop the bomb on them or no? Like, but she is gonna say, Harry. Can you imagine sitting there and hearing one of your friends say that, like, they're a clone? Mm-hmm. Past tense. Okay. Ma'am, this. Shut up. Now they're gonna make her fight. It's a gun. What the hell is that? They nicknamed the monster. Secret Gundam somewhere. They wanted to fight her. Calibarn. What the hell is that? So we're just gonna put Suletta inside a death machine and have her fight. Dog, she be folding like that. It's like you can't even talk to her. She just doubles over every time. She's gonna do it. Okay. I think she's accepted that. Still can move forward. Okay. Okay. Woo, child. Okay. What are we doing right here? Are we connecting to the Quiet Zero? Is that what this is? Yes, it is. Yeah, of course. It's like now or never. If they don't, like, if they activate it now, it's curtains. Feels like it, anyways. What is that? The music. That thing looks like a gigantic coffin. That looks like a gigantic coffin. Let me get another look at it. That thing looks massive. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. We're about to get a big epic space battle. You hear the organ? Yeah. Damn. Okay, we're raising the level. Oh, snap. It's like a oh, snap. Uh-oh. It's up for y'all. It's up. It's up. It's up. Bye, guys. It was nice knowing y'all. Wow. It was nice knowing y'all. This is insane. Wow. This is insane. Wow. 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 It's a graveyard instantly. But I'm not about to, yeah, we're not about to let you go alone. Crazy? Elon! This man's just been hanging out with animals. He looked at her like I'm ho. He's gone, baby girl. Is Lauda, is he there? No? Oh, he's in the. Who we blaming it on? Oh, sheesh. Oh, sheesh. 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 He's not going to come back from this arc. Lauda is gone. If he gets in that Gundam, what's it called again? The Schwarzer. What is it called again? He gets in that thing. He's curtains. It's up for him. It would be more emotional damage to Guel if he had to kill his brother too. I don't know. I love this ED so much. The Woven Path. How many more episodes do we have? Do we have 2 left? Next week and the week after? Does this go to 23 episodes? 24 episodes? What do we have left? Because something crazy is going to happen in that last episode, right? Because we're going to be on like a 2-year break or something like that, or a year break before season 2 comes. So I just need to know which episode it's gonna be. But yeah, this is a prime example. This is a prime example of biting off more than you can chew and striking deals with individuals without fully thinking it through, slash not being capable of thinking it through, right? That's not a knock. When I say not being capable of thinking through, it's not a knock to Miorine. How old is Miorine? Like, how old is she? She's 15, 16, 17. How old is she? She's 17. She's not able to think through this situation going up against someone like Elnora. She's just not able to. And I think what was really annoying me was her thinking that she could go up against this woman who is striking deals with individuals all throughout the Bennett group, running all of these things. She's like not too many people stand face to face with Delling and is able to just like get her stuff off, right? Not too many people are able to do that. Delling was the top guy, and Miorine saw for herself that Elnora walked up in there and put her foot down. And even if Delling was shooting stuff back, she was shooting back at him. So it's just to strike deals and to think that you can act like to think that you can actually manipulate this situation from me feels foolhardy. It really does. The only thing that she was successful in doing was making sure that Suletta wasn't wrapped up in all of this, right? It's the only thing that she was successful, quote unquote, but not really, because at that point Elnora and Eri had already made the decision to not use Suletta anymore. So it's like Miorine striking those deals and whatnot, because I seen a comment, someone put that comment in there, and I'm like, I don't know if Miorine's constant meddling and trying to strike a deal of getting Suletta not involved would have done anything. Like, I'm pretty sure Elnora, if she wanted to continue to use Suletta, would have just continued to use Suletta. Eri was like, we don't need to keep bringing Suletta with us. We can do this on our own. And that's when Elnora was like, okay. But then even Elnora was like, are you like double backed with Eri, like, are you sure? Like, we don't need to take Suletta with us? And I don't know how I was supposed to like take this. How I was supposed to take this. But it felt, whenever Elnora got in, whenever she like just cut ties with Suletta, it felt caring. Whenever she was like, are you sure we can't take Suletta with us? It could have not been caring. It could have been like, are you sure we don't have another purpose for this little girl? And Eri was like, no. But it felt kind of loving, like, are you sure we don't, like she's like a part of this, she's with us. And kind of like, it was kind of what it felt like was Elnora, yes, cherishes Eri more than anything else, but it felt like being with Suletta, going through all of these things all this whole time, right? There's something was built there, even if it wasn't as strong as the actual relationship with her true daughter. I feel like something could have been there, like with Elnora, between her and Suletta, even if it was just using. So it's like, did Mio's meddling in that? I don't think so. I think it was good on Mio's part to try to get Suletta away from Elnora. But I still toss back and forth on whether it was the right way to do it. I don't know. But it's just been a lot of that. And now this girl she's in too deep. She's in too deep. I feel like she is going to bounce back. Right? She's going to bounce back. but she's in too deep. She's going through a lot of emotional damage in a short amount of time. Like, she had to callous herself over from breaking off from Suletta, then to go ahead and like get married to someone that she really never wanted to, then to become president when she really didn't want to, then to try to strike a deal with some people only to watch them die, then to be sitting there knowing that her actions caused something else that happened up at the school that she's placing on herself, all of these things. And then rolling into this episode, you have something floated to you, and you essentially have to give the go ahead to make sure that this whole operation goes ahead, and then they all get slaughtered. And she's just taking L after L after L after L after L. And it's just like, I'm not kicking her for all of these L's she's taking, because I don't think that a lot of these were her fault. But what this is she's at the top of the hill with the snowball, and she had the little tiny snowball, and she rolled it up and she pushed it, and it just went down the hill, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And now she's facing the repercussions of that. She just did a little thing, but her little thing turned into a big thing and just is co-colliding with everything else that's happening. And she just gets the blowback from all of it because she's in that position. So it's just like, what episode was that? That was episode not 13, 14, either 14 or 15. Whenever was that was it 14 or 15? 13 was the splat. Was it 14? Wasn't 14. Was it 16? It was when she goes to have that conversation with Suletta, and then just gets irritated, runs off after Elnor, and then tries to like strike a deal with no power. And it's just like, you're making a deal with the devil. You're making a deal with the devil that you don't know. Right? It, like the saying usually goes like, you'd rather deal with the devil you know than the angel you don't know, something like that. But in her situation, it was like, there was no angel, and you didn't know the devil. You didn't know it. You just struck a deal with the devil, and now it's tearing you up, girl. It's tearing you up. It's tearing you up. I feel bad. I do. I feel bad. But one hopes that she could learn from this, because there's going to be a silver lining in all of this that she can attach herself to and pull herself back and regroup. I just hope she learns, right? Last thing I want is for her to go back to how she was. Like, I would need an actual character development, like Guel. Like, Guel was one way, started to change, had something crazy happen, and now Guel's different from how he was at the beginning of the series. Still the same fundamentally, but he's different. I want the same thing for her. She was one way at the beginning of the series. She went through a lot. She kind of stayed the same. And then something crazy is happening to her right now. And then hopefully in this second season, she can go through the fundamentals of building herself back. And we still have her, but she's different. That's what I'm hoping for. And I'm hoping when we get to the other side of that, I can look at her there and be like, damn, she went through a hell of an arc. And I can be like, I like her. Let me see what you guys are saying. My bad. A psychologist who's been watching this anime has said Miorine suffers from an inner locus of self. What does that mean? What does locus mean? An inner locus, is that a spelling error? I'm sorry. I've never heard of that term before, if it's a real term. Which means she attempts to take charge of the situation herself without relying on anyone, and then blames herself for when everything goes wrong, as we saw in this episode. That sucks. I'm gonna say it's terrible. It's a terrible trait. That's a bad trait to have. I'm glad I don't suffer from something like that, right? I'm glad I don't suffer from something like that. That sucks. I love how Ellen's character development was just commit crime, fall in love, lose waifu, chill with cows. Yeah, pretty much. Oh boy. It's a good episode though, I will say that. It's a good episode. I wonder, I haven't really thought about Suletta's development that she's been going through. I haven't really thought it through. I've been waiting on it because I need to see where it's gonna take us. Because we went from Suletta being damn near subservient to Prospera, to Elnora, then to it's like this weird thing. It's like this weird middle ground where I would need to either rewatch or gain some clarification. Where Suletta is one way and how she was necessarily isn't how she is now. It's kind of the same, but a little different. She's twisting it. Right? She's twisting it. If I'm remembering correctly, Suletta had no problem with Miorine doing what she did to her because it was all under the basis of I lost and I didn't keep my promise. So it's okay for Miorine to do what she did because our relationship was contingent on that and I made a promise to her. Am I correct in thinking that? Because if that's the case, I would love for Suletta to reassess how she feels about Miorine and the relationship. Because that isn't how that should be. I would love for her to reassess that. More on Suletta. She's right now, I would say she's taking it well. Not really, but she's taking it well. She's at least being able to do things on learning about her origin, learning about like how she came to be, what the plan was with her mom, all that stuff, how she came to be. And that's why I wanted to wait on this, because I feel like I need to see how Suletta's conversation, if she's able to have another conversation with Elnora and with Aerie again, if she's able to do that. Like if that conversation happens in the next 2 or 3 episodes before season 2, I would like to see how that conversation goes, because this is how I feel. This might not be exactly how it's going. I might be wrong, right? I might be wrong in my assessment or how I'm viewing it. But how Suletta currently feels is, it feels like she's still the same, but we've just removed the dependency of Elnora. Or not even the dependency of Elnora. We've removed her need of dependency on a person. Right? We've removed that. I just got this feeling. Could there be anything that, this is so disjointed. Could there be anything that Aerie and Elnora could say to Suletta where Suletta is like, okay, I'm rocking with y'all now? Is there anything? Part of me says no. Part of me says yes, because I still have a part of me that thinks Suletta isn't necessarily changing. She's just had her world rocked a little bit. She's rebounding. And maybe if you can sell her a good lie, she might rock with you again. Part of me thinks that. Another part of me thinks that she won't go for that again. I don't know, because I have no idea how this would even go. Like, we stick Suletta in a Gundam. She gets to experience what it's like to be a Gundam pilot. Hell, I don't know. I feel like something's up. Something's gonna happen. I feel that something's gonna happen where it kind of like blows our mind. where we thought Suletta wasn't what she is, but she's something else. I don't know. I'm not sure. All this Suletta stuff right now for me is disjointed. I really haven't put any thought into it. I feel like I need the conversation if she does in fact get another conversation with her family. I feel like I need that before I can dive into her character, because I'm still like, right now I'm like 50-50 on what I think about her. Part of me feels like if things go a certain way, she could just slip back right into how she was her whole life. She could slip right back into it. But part of me feels like she might be able to move forward. But what does moving forward look like for Suletta? That's the thing. Does moving forward in Suletta's eyes mean fighting her sister and her mom by genetic code? Would that be that? What if moving forward for her doesn't mean that? What if it doesn't mean that? What if it means something completely different? See, I don't know. I haven't really fully thought about it. I'm kind of just like taking it as it is every single episode whenever she's talking, listening to her. I'm just trying to see where she's at. I don't know. I can like part of like half of me can see, not even half, a part of me can see Suletta falling back into the way she was. Part of me can see Suletta getting into a Gundam and pushing this thing to the brink, almost killing herself. And maybe you might get Eri or Elnora to do something out of character to like get her to stop. And that might put a damper on things, and it might open up for something to happen. I can see something like that happening. I don't know. Like, what does the next meeting between Suletta and Miorine look like? That's why I feel like I would like to know Suletta's thoughts on Miorine. I don't know. There's a lot. Let's see. There's a big stretch for me how security somehow got the Caliburn, even though there were only 3 Gundams at the time. There were 2 finished Gundams and the Lifidith prototyped. So if Caliburn is as dangerous as stated, it makes sense why it wasn't in the same hangar as the other working ones. Okay. That makes sense. Question. In majority of Gundam series, the vast majority of them, are Gundams always as rare as they have been in this series and IBO? I only bring up those 2 because these are the IBO is like it's one of the ones I watched. It's the last Gundam series that I watched from start to finish. And this one, IBO had 72, but we only seen like 4. We only seen like 4, and they're all from like 300 years ago. So like Gundams were always like rare. There's always like a few. Okay. Because I have very little to reference. So it's like in this series, how many Gundams have we seen? We've seen the 2 Earth Gundams. We're counting the Lifidith, so that's 4 total. We count the Fadak, that's 5. The Schwarzoret, that's 6. The Caliburn, which is a Gundam, that's 7. Right? 7. Seven so far. Am I correct? Is my math off? Am I double counting one? Do we not count the mass Lifidith pre-production and 19? They all got destroyed, right? I'm not counting them. They all blew up, no? Yeah, they all blew up. I'm not counting them. There's 7 that we've seen so far. The 2 Earth Gundams they're out of commission right now. The one of the Lifidus is Airy. The other Lifidus got destroyed, right? Yeah, her dad's blew up. No? I don't even remember. Yes? No? Damn, my brain. Yeah. All of it got destroyed at this point. Yeah, okay. I had no idea that was one in the manga spinoff. Let's just count the ones that show up in the anime. The 2 finished prologue Gundams got destroyed by Kanaji. Okay, and Lifidith is now the Aerial. Right. That's why I didn't bring up the Aerial, because it was just like, well, technically 8. Technically 8, but 7 because one of them turned into the Aerial. Right? That's how that went. Yeah. That's why it's technically 8, really 7. 7 and 1 got modified. All but one, all but what, 3 are active right now? Not even. 1, 2, 3. All but 3, 4, my bad. 4 can be active. The Aerial, the Swarzette, the Fadoct. Fadoct is still operational, because the last time we seen it, Elon was in there. Right? And the Caliburn. Those are the ones that we know of that can work. Yeah, those are the ones we know that can work. He said well, he told her he wasn't going to pilot a Gundam again. That's what he said. Do I believe him? I don't know. Right? I don't know if I believe him. But usually when he says something, he does it. So maybe there's a chance. Story dictates he suffers. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong about that. Yeah, this is a good episode. I wonder how this is gonna. I feel like right now, and I'll end with this. I feel like right now, someone posted. Ooh, someone, can you throw that in here? I don't even know how to use Reddit like that. What I'll end on is right now, sitting at episode 21. I feel like I'm in the same spot that I was in episode 10. Episode 10-ish, 9, 10, 11, around that range, where it's just like, dude, I don't know how this is going to end. You have some predictions on how it could end. You get there, it didn't happen. A lot of what we were thinking didn't happen. Some did, some didn't. But I feel like I'm sitting in the same spot. Thank you. I feel like I'm sitting in the same spot now that I was back then. And I have no idea how this is going to wrap up. I don't know what kind of final battle might happen. Will Soletta get to talk? Who's going to die? Someone's dying. Someone's dying. That's the thing. There's no way all of these important characters make it out this first. Someone's dying. Someone will die by the end of the season. And their death will, the importance of their death will carry over into the second season. So I just hope the Swarzette looks, it does. I'm not the Swarzette, not the Swarzette, the Caliburn. I don't want nobody to die, but someone's gonna die. The Caliburn looks like your traditional Gundam, though. I will say that. Like, the Aerial looked like this weird, like, dollish face. It didn't look like your prototypical Gundam face. The Fadoct really doesn't either. This right here, this picture that I'm looking at, this looks like, I'll throw this up in the video. I'll have to remember to do it. This looks like your I don't want to be like generic Gundam, but this looks like a Gundam design. It does. It looks like a Gundam. I look at that and I'm like, yep, this is Gundam. That's what that looks like. Yeah, I'll have to remember to put this up in the video. All right. But I'm going to call it there. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. I might trim some of this out because right now we're at an hour. Have a good one. Look like this. What is that? Oh, boy. Have a good one. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. Have a good rest of your Sunday. Have a good week coming up. Have a good weekend. A good weekend coming up. And hopefully, God willing, I'll see you guys right back here for episode 22. So again, thank you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you. Peace out.